Hello, my lovey. Welcome back to my true life. My name is Kaya Quintana. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I am here to show you how I've set up my Hobonichi weeks and my Hobonichi bullet journal for the month of July. Originally, I wanted to post this last week, but I had some troubles with my iMac, but here we are. It's still July, so let's roll. Let's start off with this cute little bullet journal. I think this is an A6 notebook. It's a plain Hobonichi notebook, and I like to use it for bullet journaling. If you want to see how I use it for work, including Google Calendar, there's a whole video about it on my YouTube channel, and you can watch it after this one because I use my bullet journal for work. I tend to keep my bullet journal clutter-free, although I do like a bit of decoration, so I got this really big sticker book. I found this sticker with these cute little ice cream popsicles, and I decided to go with this soft, mossy, pastel green theme. And I already know people are gonna ask me where I got these clips. I got mine at two places. The first one is Sostrene, probably pronounced that really badly. However, that's one of the stores I got it. I think they were like $150. And I also found them on AliExpress where they were just as cheap, like 2 for $150. And this little stamp set I got at Flying Tiger because I know people are gonna ask me. So Flying Tiger for this tiny stamp set. It is so cute and dainty and I love it. My handwriting is not that pretty, so if I can stamp something out, I will usually do it. And so here is the very, very simple cover page that I created. On the right, I created my future log. I don't do the whole calendar log anymore. I just do the days of the week, and next to that I have the days of the month. So day 1 to 31, and next to that like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like that. And then you see me creating these lines. That's to indicate the last day of the week, so the Sunday. And I like doing that because it shows me the blocks or the weeks in blocks, and my brain kind of likes that. And on top of it, I like to create this goal box. So my best friend and I were both business owners, and so we are constantly hyping each other up to create more profit. And I like creating this little box above my future overview or future log, if you will, and then I write down my goal in that little box. Right now, I'm on this path to get like 15K a month in revenue and probably 10K in net profit. Now, that may sound like a lot, and it is still a lot of money, but I've turned that profit before, so I want to get back into the game. And then on the ends of the lines that I drew to create week boxes, if you will, I put down the week numbers. We often work with week numbers in the Netherlands. I don't know if that's also elsewhere, but I really like it. So I started using it in my future log. I couldn't write down everything that I was going to do for July because some things are private, have to do with family members or clients. So after I filmed this, I wrote out more of the things that I wanted to have in my future log because I use this as an archive to see how much I actually did in a month, because sometimes I feel like I didn't do enough. And then I look at my future log and I'm like, girl, you did plenty. You did plenty. Next up is my brain dump page, and I made a mistake here. I made a very ugly header in my opinion, but I did edit this cute little sticker with the ice cream cone. I was like, let's stay on theme, and I really like that. The sticker book that I got has all of these cute themed pages, so it's really easy to create like a cute spread. And like I said, my handwriting is not that great, and as I'm filming this, I'm like, why didn't I stamp this header as well? It would have looked so much better, but yeah. Anyway, on this page, I always dump all of the tasks and the ideas that I have. And then once I've done that, I can actually plan them in. But the task dump or the brain dump page is more for me to write out all of those ideas that I think are good so that I don't have to keep remembering them, because if you write them down, you create space in your head for more good ideas or to actually do the work. So yeah, that's why I love a brain dump page. It helps you to archive all of the good things you think about or the tasks that you want to do but that are not so urgent. And then on the right page, I wrote down Monday, July 3rd, 2023, because that is my actual bullet journal page. I have a lot to do on Mondays. Usually it's like a really small task, like checking the Facebook group that I run, making a newsletter, and such things. And so when I prepare my bullet journal for the new month on a Sunday, I like to already pencil in my Monday because I have like a set of tasks for my Mondays. And so this is basically the setup for my bullet journal. We have got the cover page, the future log with my goal on top, and then I go straight into the bullet journaling. And then it's time for my Hobonichi weeks. I have a very simple layout, and I've been using it for months now, and I tend to keep it that way because if something works, it works. But a new thing that I have been adding is a lesson plan, and I'll show you later, because it's not really like a lesson plan, it's more like tracking of my lessons, because I've been studying Korean by myself, and I've been taking it very serious since I think the 3rd week of January this year, so I'm really on a roll. And so what I do for my note page on the right is to create 3 sections so that I can split all of the things that I need to do for myself as well, but then on a separate page. Here's the monthly overview. Honestly, this is still a challenge for me because I often forget it. I forgot to fill in May and July. But I like this monthly overview because sometimes I have a lot of appointments. Like in July, I have a lot of stuff to do. For some reason, I thought it would be quiet. I was like, oh, summertime is always chill. But nope, no, your girl's got a full planner. But the thing is with this monthly overview, I'm really bad at decorating it. So I'm looking for ideas to decorate it and make sure it looks better. I always think it looks a little empty and a little too simple. Sometimes I see other people make their monthly overviews and their Hobonichi weeks look amazing. Now, I don't want to go overboard with all of the, embellishments, but a little bit more fun would be nice. So yeah, what I do is I create my monthly overview and then I go back into my bullet journal because I use my bullet journal, my Hobonichi weeks, and Google Calendar on a daily basis together. And so sometimes I'm creating my monthly overview. I'm like, oh, this particular moment needs a task, and so it's really easy to write that down in my bullet journal. So for the 13th of July, I needed to host a masterclass, and so then I write that down in my bullet journal immediately so that I know I have to prepare the presentation. And then I just add some cute stickers. Actually, my monthly overview was a little bit fuller right now, but I couldn't write everything down because some things are, like I said, private. Sometimes I have to put in client names and I don't want to share those on screen because privacy reasons. But yeah, this is my monthly overview. I like it for archival reasons, and I also like it to give my head a good overview of everything what is going on. If I feel overwhelmed, I open this monthly overview and I'm like, it's not that bad. So here I am with my Google Calendar, checking out the actual appointments for the 1st week of July. So what I do in this second column on my left page is write down extra tips or things that I need to do or themes. So on the first Monday of a new month, I always do a business check. I check what's going on in my business and what I need to do. Now the Dutch government has like this budget for people to use for educational purposes. So I wrote that down in that column on the right to make sure that I didn't forget to ask for my budget, and then I decided not to get it because the course that I wanted to take was already filled in, or filled out, or what's it called? It was already filled with people, so I couldn't take it. But that's why I like those boxes on the right. They're not appointments, but they are things that I don't want to forget. So I go back and forth with my bullet journal as I write down my appointments, because I know that sometimes an appointment needs a certain task and it doesn't fit my Hobonichi weeks because I use my note page for other things than bullet journaling. Because I have a new bullet journal page for every day. If I were to bullet journal in my Hobonichi weeks on the right note page, I would only last 2 days. Anyway, you guys know I love these header stickers. This one says meals. I use that on the right page, my note page. So what I use my note page for is my meals. I always check what I have in my fridge. And I also have a to-do list for around the house. And then I have my lesson plan or my lesson tracker, I should say, for my Korean home studies that I've been doing by myself. And this is a very simple layout, but it works for me. The Korean lesson tracking is new though, and I keep forgetting to actually use it, which is stupid because I've been pretty much on point with all of the hours that I put into learning this new language. Anyway, I love this meal section. It helps me to figure out what is in my fridge. It helps me to reduce waste, and thus I keep using it in my Hobonichi weeks. My to-do list is more for around the house, so like doing the dishes, doing laundry, vacuuming, mopping the floor, such things. And I like having that in my Hobonichi weeks because it is part of my weekly to-do list. And if I put it next to the appointments that I have on the left, I don't know, for some reason my brain latches onto it and feels like, oh, that's part of the work week, and then I tend to do it. Instead of putting it in a separate bullet journal, which I used to do, my personal bullet journal, I would put down my to-do list for around the house and I would never do it. So that's not good. So here's my lesson plan section. I put down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I create this line down the middle. So after the line, I can write down how many minutes per day I've spent on learning the Korean language. And then I add some stickers to make it look a little bit more fun. And these are cute stickers that I got on Etsy, and I love putting one sticker per section. For some reason, I just like that. I don't know why, it just looks cute. And these stickers are also very nicely created, so I love using them. And sometimes I forget, I can also just put a sticker instead of writing that I have to water my plants. So I've been using stickers to communicate to myself that I need to water my plants. Because usually I would put a sticker down and then right next to it, water the plants. Makes no sense. So I'm just using stickers for things that I know I have to do. Alright, time for a little recap to see what we've done so far. This is my monthly overview for July. I don't like this page. I think it looks too boring. So if you have any tips for me to make this look a little bit more cuter, let me know in the comments below. I do like my first week of July. It's very simple. I like the soft green color and the stickers make it look a little bit cuter. And then obviously my Hobonichi bullet journal from scratch that I love so much with the ice cream popsicle theme. So if you liked setting up with me, thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week. Love ya!